Hey everyone, Scott here from driveandreview.com, back with another car review. Not exactly one that I wanted to be doing today, but it happened. So I am in a 2026 Chrysler Pacifica. I am in Denver. I just flew in this morning. I rented a Mercedes-Benz, and the only thing they had for me, the only thing the rental car company had for me was a Chrysler Pacifica, which was extremely disappointing. But I will say, the last time I drove a Pacifica, which was a couple years ago, I actually kind of liked it. I kind of liked it. I hated to admit it, but I liked that car so much. It's not a car, it's a minivan. And I'm back in one today, and all of those feelings that I had from several years ago, they're coming back. This is such a great minivan. Now, it's just me. I am such an idiot. I drove away with the tailgate open. Oh, man. Well, see, I'm not a minivan driver, and that's why these things happen. Anyway, as I was saying, all of the feelings that I had a few years ago of driving that Pacifica, I think it was a 2024, 2023, I'll put it down here on the screen. They're coming back. I love this thing. It's just me renting this car today. I don't have anybody with me. I don't need this much vehicle, but it's so nice to drive around in. And I have no plans today. I don't have any specific destination. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to get out in the country outside of Denver and see some open landscape. That's what this drive is all about. Anyway, long story short, if you've never watched one of my car reviews before, I'm a little bit different than the other car reviewers. I don't go over every little feature, and I don't talk about every specific little thing. I like to talk about what it's like to get into a car for the first time and drive it with no experience, knowing nothing about the vehicle. Problem is, I know all about this thing. I put a couple hundred miles on one a few years ago, so this isn't new to me, but I can still do this review because even though I think everything is exactly the same, this might be a lower spec than the other one that I drove. The steering wheel is a little bit, it feels good. It feels thick and nice and grippy. It just feels cheap. It feels a little bit less nice than the other one. The interior is a little bit less nice as well. Don't get me wrong, the Pacifica is a very practical place to be. Even in this base spec, it's so nice. Everything is right where you expect it to be. It's comfortable. You can see very well. And as you can see, I'm a tourist, completely lost. I have no idea where I'm going, and just driving around these back roads, just looking out the window, trying to figure out where I'm going to go. It's so easy. I can see out in all directions, no problems. And one thing I do want to say too, as I was pulling away there from that intersection, this 3.6 liter V6, it's not that powerful, but it's geared appropriately for highway merging. Getting on the freeway with this thing feels good. It feels fast. At least in the lower RPM range, it feels quick, but then once you get the higher speeds, higher RPMs, then it falls flat on its face. But otherwise, it's highly deceptive for a minivan, which is one of the things that I like so much about this thing. It's so good. Another thing that made me fall in love with this all over again, even though I would have rather have been in a Mercedes today, is the fact that I'm shooting a video and I'm taking pictures and I'm doing all these things. This thing is so practical. It is so easy to make a video for. The storage in the back, the compartments, you can open and close things. I've got camera gear down in these little containers down here. I've got power plugs plugged into the seat backs to charge my cameras. This is such a practical vehicle. Now, a downside of this thing, of course, is it's kind of lame. This is not what I wanted to be driving today. It's boring as hell. It's not fun to drive, if I'm being honest. It's very floaty, and I can't just let go of the wheel and it'll go straight. I mean, it follows every dip in the road, and it's very marshmallowy and bouncy, and it's soft. It's comfortable. I mean, if you're looking for a highway cruiser, and I guess that's what a minivan is. I know. I gotta reel myself in. I can't be too harsh on it. because it's a minivan. It's not what it's supposed to do. It's not what it's designed to do. This is what it's designed to do. Just getting comfortable, going down the road, enjoying the scenery, and yeah, this is nice. Something else that I really like is the climate control. This is as I said, the visibility is excellent in this thing. All around, there's a lot of glass, which means there's a lot of sun coming in, and this is a nice, beautiful sunny day here just outside of Denver. It's only 50 degrees. It's kind of cool, but still, you get that greenhouse effect. But I'm nice and cool in here, no issues. Even when I'm driving into the sun, it feels good. I don't overheat. My cameras aren't overheating. That is a good test of how well this climate control system is. Because every time I do a car review, these cameras, I've only got 10 or 15 minutes tops before they overheat and shut down. So this is pretty nice. Getting stuck behind traffic here, and this is another good opportunity to mention something that I don't like. The brakes aren't so good in this thing, and it kind of scares me a little bit, because if you've got this thing loaded up with family and people and their luggage and all sorts of things, the brakes could be really scary, I imagine. Just getting off the freeway about 10 minutes ago, coming to a stop from freeway speeds, highway speeds, it was a little bit scary. I was not not expecting the brakes to be that. Yeah. And I can't remember from my other review if I thought the same thing. This is a 2026 model. This is February 2026. This thing has got 7,307 miles on it. So it's not like the brakes are worn. I wouldn't expect them to be. Although this is Denver. When people come to Denver and they rent a minivan, where do they go? They go to the mountains. And I imagine there's a lot of brake riding going on out there, at least when coming back down out of the mountains, back into town. But let me slow down here a little bit. We'll do a little pull here. I know that's not what minivan life is all about, but kind of like it. Slow down here, and then I'm going to get down to about 30 here, and then full throttle. That's pretty weak sauce. It felt better getting on the freeway. I think it's just the way that it's geared. Like maybe when you're around 40 miles an hour, then you just roll into it a little bit. Up to highway speeds, feels good. Man, we are getting out to the country. This is what I came here to do. My original plan when I came out here was to rent this car and drive out into the Front Range of the mountains. At least get up into the snow, but traffic was bad and it would have taken me 2 hours to get to that point. But this is a nice alternative. Just getting out here, wide open space. This is the perfect vehicle for that. I will say that I had to put I don't know if you can see it, but I have a pillow behind me for my back support, because there's no lumbar support in these seats. And if I didn't have that pillow, this wouldn't be very comfortable. But this is a power seat with all kinds of controls, and you can do pretty much anything. And yeah, this is nice. Good day for just cruising around, enjoying the scenery. Something else that I don't like, you know, I can't hate on this thing. I'm not being paid to do this review. No one's sponsoring me. But I honestly can't say many bad things about this. I mean, it is what it is. It's a minivan. It's ugly. It doesn't look that good. Especially this spec. Just this base model, silver, base wheels, base interior. It's, it's just about as bland as you can get. But everything else is just great. I love it. I wouldn't buy one. I wouldn't buy one for myself unless I had a huge family. But, another thing that I really like is I'm looking at the screen here and I'm just seeing nothing on the map. Wireless Apple CarPlay works perfectly. The last time that I rented one of these things, it was the same thing. I had it for a few days and I did a couple 100 miles in it. Not a single issue with the wireless CarPlay. And again, I'm not having any issues at all. I've got my phone here. It's all wireless. CarPlay's going with the maps and the music and messages and everything, and no issues. So that's really good. So as I said, this isn't a typical car review. I just hope you get a sense of what it's like to hop into this thing for the first time, fresh, when you're used to driving something else, or you have no experience with the Chrysler Pacifica, you're curious to know what it's about, what it's like to drive. Hopefully this will answer some of those questions. If I've missed something really important in this video and you're just dying to know, drop a comment below and I'll respond. I'm usually pretty quick to respond to video comments, so I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate this. I know it's not very exciting, but this is not a very exciting vehicle. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, one last pull.